I now call on the representative of Azerbaijan.
Thank you, Mr. President. The fundamentally flawed allegations contained in the statement by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Armenia at this general debate reveal the extent to which hatred and falsehood dominate in his country's discourse. Armenia's attempts to artificially tie its fabricated narratives to legalistic formulations and its reliance on some biased pseudo-experts are unable to deny the facts. The common feature of all actions that Azerbaijan was compelled to take in response to Armenia's repeated unlawful use of force was their compliance with the UN Charter and international law, which provides states with the rights and responsibility to protect the lives and ensure the safety and security of all persons under their jurisdiction and defend the sovereignty and territorial integrity from imminent and immediate threats and aggressions. Armenia's allegations about the unwillingness of Azerbaijan to genuinely and constructively engage in the peace process and to recognize the territorial integrity of Armenia are worthless, as they totally ignore the simple fact that despite the ruinous consequences of the aggression, occupation, and mass atrocities endured by the people of my country right after the end of the conflict in the fall of 2020, it was Azerbaijan that extended the hand of peace and initiated the process of normalizing relations with Armenia based on mutual recognition and respect for each other's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and inviolability of borders. This initiative was widely supported by the international community, and concrete steps were taken to launch and move the process forward with the facilitation of international partners. However, Armenia did everything possible in words and deeds to imitate and obstruct the talks, backtrack from its commitments, sustain and further incite violent ethnic separatism in the territory of Azerbaijan, and advance its revanchist agenda. Armenia disregarded its commitments under the November 2020 trilateral statement by refusing to comply with ceasefire, terminate hostilities, and withdraw its armed forces from the areas of Azerbaijan where the peacekeepers are temporarily deployed. Moreover, Armenia continues to occupy 8 villages of Azerbaijan situated along or close to the border between the two states. Armenia's continued use of invalid or fabricated names to refer to the localities within Azerbaijan, circulation by its diplomatic missions of various papers on behalf of its former occupation regime in the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan, and most recently, highly provocative congratulatory message on this region's fake Independence Day and the staging of so-called presidential elections there are self-evident as to who has territorial claims and who disrupts the peace process. Armenia's insinuations about the blockade, humanitarian crisis, and ethnic cleansing, and calls on the deployment of international missions, mechanisms, and even the UN-mandated peacekeeping force to the sovereign territory of Azerbaijan are clear indicators of its intent to further fuel tensions and destabilize the situation. The sole purpose of Armenia's smear anti-Azerbaijan campaign under the cover of humanitarian slogans was to derail the normalization process, cover up its illegal actions, flame anti-Azerbaijan hatred, maintain the separatist potential in the Armenian populated areas of the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan, and prevent the contacts and dialogue of its residents with Baku and their peaceful reintegration. Azerbaijan has no hidden agenda regarding the opening of the Zangezur corridor. Armenia's commitments in this regard are laid down in paragraph 9 of the trilateral statement, according to which, I quote, "The Republic of Armenia shall guarantee the security of transport connections between the western regions of the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Nakhchivan Autonomous Republic in order to arrange unobstructed movement of persons, vehicles, and cargo in both directions." End quote. Although almost 3 years have passed since the signing of the trilateral statement, Armenia is yet to implement its obligations. Armenia's statement at the general debate also blatantly misinterprets the decisions of the International Court of Justice. Thus, in its order of 22nd February 2023, the court declined to issue a measure in the form requested by Armenia and rejected most of its other requests. Therefore, it is no coincidence that in the quotation from this order contained in the statement of the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Armenia, some important words simply disappeared, which indicates a malicious distortion and falsification of its content. As is known, Armenia subsequently requested that the court order Azerbaijan effectively to remove the border checkpoint it established at the entrance to the Lachin-Hankendi road. The court's decision of 6 July 2023 to reject Armenia's request was a unanimous decision by all of the judges of the court, vindicating Azerbaijan's sovereign right to secure and protect its borders. Armenia's comments about the meetings of the Security Council on the 16th of August and 21st September this year are equally deceptive. What Armenia groundlessly calls military attacks against the peaceful population last week on 19 and 20 September were local counterterrorism measures taken by Azerbaijan on its sovereign soil in response to systematic armed provocations and mine terrorism committed by the Armenian armed forces illegally deployed and present on the territory of Azerbaijan. Contrary to Armenia's allegations of atrocious large-scale offensive, these counterterrorism measures, which lasted less than 24 hours, targeted exclusively legitimate military objects and strictly adhered to the principle of distinction and feasible precautions to avoid civilian casualties. Speaking about the number of killed and wounded, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Armenia omitted to clarify that these figures belong to the personnel of the Armenian armed forces. One must have a great power of imagination to present an armed force consisting of 10,000 troops and equipped with tanks, armored vehicles, artillery, rockets, anti-aircraft systems, mortars, electromagnetic warfare equipment, and other types of offensive weapons as the peaceful population. Even the Prime Minister of Armenia had no choice but to admit publicly that rumors about mass casualties among the civilian population are not true and that there is no direct threat to the civilian population in the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan. Since the completion of counterterrorism measures, disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration efforts have continued, and the special representative of the government of Azerbaijan met with the representatives of Armenian residents on the 21st and 25th of September. Moreover, the President of Azerbaijan has established a working group led by the Deputy Prime Minister to address social, humanitarian, economic, and infrastructure issues in the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan. Concrete steps have been taken to provide food, medicines, medical care, fuel, electricity, heating, and other essential resources to the residents in cooperation with the Russian peacekeepers and ICRC. Subsequent efforts have been identified, including with a view to implementing confidence-building measures. Both the Lachin and Agdam roads are fully operational for the movement of people and for humanitarian purposes. Azerbaijan is fully committed to the objectives of a peaceful, secure, stable, and prosperous region, will continue its efforts towards that end, and looks forward to tangible progress in the normalization process. I thank you.